Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everyone, what's going on, y'all? Yes, we are back for another TV review. Now, you guys, please, I know it's a lot of things going on YouTube right now, but for those of y'all who happen to want to join me, please, 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 can you like and share the video? Thank you so very much. Y'all know how much it helps with the algorithm, so make sure you please like and share the video. What up, Tay Bay? What up, Chakra King? How you doing? Yes, you know what? I have been watching this show, Reasonable Doubt, for the first season. I didn't even think it was going to make it to a second season, but it made it to a second season. And what show was I reviewing? Was it? Oh, it was Power. So I was reviewing Power last Friday because I reviewed Ruthless yesterday. So, yep. I reviewed Power last Friday, I think, or Saturday, something. But anyway, somebody in the chat, it was a couple of people in the chat who was asking about the TV show Reasonable Doubt. And I was like, what? I didn't know anybody watched that show. Not that it's a bad show, but, I never really heard anybody talk about it. And nobody ever mentioned it to me as far as like the hood table. Are you going to review that show as well? But because, every quarter I review different shows that I have been following for some time. And so Reasonable Doubt, it's only on the second season. So I never really talked about it. But I happened to be talking about it at the end of my Power review last week. And somebody was like, oh, I watched that show. I really watched that show. So I know somebody in particular, I think it was T, who said that she would love to do reviews on that show. So that's why I am starting to do Reasonable Doubt reviews. Now, I don't know if T is in the clouds or if she's even available today, but hopefully if she's not here for the live, she'll be able to watch it. And then in the future, I'll try to post the links to the live earlier, because I literally just decided, let me just review this show. And I know there's something else that's supposed to be going on tonight on Leo's panel. It's supposed to be a discussion between Ness and Lolo. So I definitely want to get my little show in before that, because I'm gonna be right there with my popcorn watching that conversation with Ness and Lolo on Leo's channel. So you guys, hopefully you guys will be able to watch that too. But it's a lot going on still with them too, and accusations, and a lot of dirt being thrown around, and then the sponsor. So I'm wondering if we're going to hear anything else about this mysterious sponsor, who they now is saying is blessed from Club Chat, who happened to drop down in the back chat on Reed's live this morning. Now, I don't know if it was a troll. I don't know, but I'm just looking forward to their show tonight. And I think it's supposed to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 7 p.m. for my time. Is that what time? Hey, Corio, how you doing? And what up, Illuminate Grow? How you doing? Corio, isn't Leo's live tonight at 8 Eastern Standard Time? I think it's 8 Eastern Standard Time. And yes, thank you for sharing the Cash App, beautiful. It is $ the hood table 402. I know Corey will be putting the Cash App in, but just remember it's the $ in front of the hood table 402. But most people already know that. But anywho, you guys, I'm just gonna get right into. There she goes, T Danielle. What up, boo? What up? Now, T Danielle, you let me know if you want to stay in the chat and chime in, or if you want to hit the panel and chime in. Because I would love to talk to you on the panel about the show, but if you just want to chime in from the chat, that's okay with me too, boo. Okay? But yes, this is going to be the first review that I'm doing on Reasonable Doubt. And last episode was really, really good. Okay, hold on, child. Hold on. I can drop that old nasty piece of stank-a-lank real quick. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to wait for T. Danielle to come up. Excuse me. And while she's coming up, again, everybody, please make sure you like and share the video. Reasonable Doubt, again, it's on Hulu, and it's now on season 2, episode 4. And just to give you a little plot, I'm just reading from Wiki, okay? The plot is about this Black woman named Jax Stewart. She's a successful defense lawyer at an upscale LA law firm. She navigates difficult cases amid a separation from her husband, who is Lewis, and the reappearance of a former client she worked with in a previous job as a public defender. And we know that is Michael Ealy. Okay, let me go ahead and put my banner up. Just got to make sure that it's T. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just put up our downtown picture.
It's me.
T. All right, boo. All right. So yes, I just gave a little brief description of the show.
Okay, of the show, period. Because I literally just got here, so I don't know what you said before.
We literally just started. I mean, I haven't even started anything yet.
I clicked off a Zoom meeting, and I looked at the title. I said, "Oh, that's my show."
I know. And see, I'm telling you, I never thought about reviewing this show because I never really heard anybody talk about it. So to hear you chime in about that when I was reviewing Power, I said, "Oh, snap!"
Maybe yes, you know what? I'm not going to say who it is, but a former, it's somebody who used to. I mean, she watches from the clouds, but she was a major player in the B sector, and she and I are friends out. What do you call it? Behind the scenes?
Yeah, I would call it behind the scenes. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, she's like, "Have you ever watched that show?" And I was like, "No, I never watched it. I never thought about it, baby. I binge watched it about a month ago, and haven't been able to let it go since."
Girl, I absolutely love it. Now, there are some times where I will see a new show, and even if it might have some of us in there, I still sometimes might be a little reluctant. Mm-hmm, but when I saw Michael Ealy and Morris, girl,
but Michael Ealy
right there, he had me right there.
And see, I don't get it. Y'all think he fine? I don't see it. Other than
I have always had a crush on him. Ever since Barbershop, I had a crush on him ever since.
Yeah, you said that. Look, I don't know. I just see the eyes. And look, my husband blue black. So I don't know if it's just because he light skinned. I don't know, but I just don't see it.
And I don't know either because both of my son's fathers, you talking about blue black. Like the background on my StreamYard, that's my youngest son's dad. He's that color. And the oldest one, he's a shy bit lighter, the other one.
I'm like, I don't, does he have pretty eyes? Yeah. Could I ever see him touching me? No. Morris?
Morris, he doesn't seem to age at all.
Oh my God.
He's just beautiful.
I have the most wonderful husband in the world, and I would never leave my husband for him. But Morris could be a little sneaky link.
Girl, who you telling? Everybody in the chat talking about not no Michael Ealy. Matter of fact, Miss Juicy, what up, Miss Juicy? She said, not after Color Girls. He ain't fine no more.
You threw them babies out that window.
I know.
I never saw him as fine. I think he me and my girls say, are they doable? He's not doable for me.
Girl, I have always had like
and
a
he's short.
But they are. We were talking about that
short.
too. I'm like, most of these actors are all short. That'd be crazy. Like I used to really be crushing on the dude from Power. You know the dad, Ghost.
He
And when I
fat, but
first
he's
found out he
short.
was like 3 foot tall, I was like, oh hell,
And
it just ruined all my just sexual. And I'm just like,
he's
oh,
short. He's short.
he's so
And
short.
then I kind of knew Usher was short, and me and my friends went to Vegas to see him. Usher short.
He's short as well. Every 50. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that I really, really
50.
like. I used to like
Don't tell me you
50
think
too.
50.
Hmm. And don't even ask me why. I think it's about more what he
50.
represent
I heard he
and
got
his
a. They
business
said he got a little
savviness.
bitty. They said he
And
got a little bitty peen though.
girl, I don't know.
Good
I
tape.
don't know.
I heard he got a little bitty wiener.
Well, I'm gonna just keep imagining him with like a 10. I just got child. Hold on. You know what? Okay, we about to go all over the
We
place.
going too far.
We going all over the place.
Yeah, they said 50. They said 50 got a little look at your pinky finger.
Oh, child, I'm gonna have to hit him up on IG.
Yeah, I sent you something on IG.
You did?
I did.
When? Today?
Last night.
Oh, okay. Yep. I haven't checked it since yesterday. Let me see.
Because remember, you and
Girl,
I
I don't
talked
have my
about it.
notifications on.
I don't
I'm one of
either.
those
I just
people.
know when I
Yeah.
go in there. But I figured I'd see you somewhere and then I would just tell you.
Okay. Okay. Did you send me like a YouTube link?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to say your name, but I'm assuming that's you.
It's my same. It's still T Danielle.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
It should show up as T Danielle. If it shows up in my baby, you dox me, you're gonna be so bored.
No,
I live
no.
a very mundane
I don't
life.
do that.
No. I'm just talking about period, not you.
Oh
I
no,
live a
yeah.
real mundane life. They dox me, they
Yeah.
gonna be so bored. They'll be like, this bitch don't do nothing.
Girl, no, you ain't got to worry about that from me. But
Yeah,
okay,
I sent it
so
to you
that
because
link that I'm
remember,
looking at right now.
we talked about that. So I wanted you to.
Oh,
I don't know if you
okay.
had seen that or not.
No, I haven't. I'm
So
gonna have to go
watch it.
Oh wow, I'm gonna watch that tonight. I'll try to watch it before Leo goes on. That's why I came early to do this review.
Okay,
I
let's
was
do
like,
it then.
I don't know if T is gonna be able to come because I mean it was kind of sporadic after I got off of work because I knew Leo was coming on later to talk with Ness and them. So I'm like, let me just get this out the way for before that come on. But I'll try to watch that before I watch Leo. But yeah, so where do we start? And everybody that's in the chat, please make sure again you like and share the video. Now, who is this? I finally discovered myself on that time. Oh, Choreo, did you block them out? Choreo, could you please block them out the chat? That is a troll. That is a troll. Please and thank you. Block them out. But and I'm gonna delete their comments on StreamYard. I don't ban and delete.
Choreo, and she been saying my name right, so I don't have no more gripes with Choreo. She been saying T Danielle. Go Choreo.
Okay, so let's see. I guess I'll just break it down into different characters that we can discuss.
Okay.
I guess I'll go with the one that's I don't want to say the least important, but I don't know what other way to say it. But her son. Okay.
He need a whooping.
Girl. I wasn't going.
That's how I feel about that son. He need a whooping, and I want that father to be more on his butt because he's very disrespectful to his mother.
Very disrespectful. And I was like, you falling for that? Talking about I was hitting you. I was hitting him, but I was really hitting you. And he didn't even say anything that bad as far as like him wanting to be in the play.
And then you know what? I think he's letting his son use the guilt for when he was living outside the house. He's letting him use that guilt on him. But that, oh baby,
That's what Miss Juicy said. He needs his ass whooped.
Yes, he does, Miss Juicy, baby. Ooh.
Yeah, because I'm like, why don't you just be honest? Somebody at your school is throwing homophobic slurs at you. They're trying to insinuate you're gay. That whole storyline, I wasn't going. The writers or whatever, they could have came up with a different scenario. I would have enjoyed him really, really having an issue with students at school versus his father just saying, "Oh, you want to give up basketball for some tights and a wig?" Like,
yeah, that was lackluster to me. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah,
I did
that
not
was
like
really
that at all.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, so I was just like, I'm just chimed in on that
Let
because
me
it was
ask
part of
you
the show.
this:
Mm-hmm.
How? I don't know if I'm skipping or how you have them in
No,
order.
go ahead, go ahead.
That mother. Hello.
You talking about the mother, the grandma,
Yes,
Jack's mom?
Jack's mom. Yes.
Oh, okay. What you think about her? The one who went back to the man that messed with Jax when she was little
Mm.
and he died. Yeah.
I have no respect for her. You went back to a man that your daughter made it clear she was uncomfortable around, even when she told her. You went back to her, and you expect her to mourn. Because remember, I don't know if I'm getting no. Last season when it was his birthday, she was pressuring Jax to come to the birthday,
Yep.
always wanting him to keep her kids.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe in giving your mother the utmost respect, but baby, I'm sorry. No, my kid's not to be about to be around him. No, I'm not about to be around him. And until, and look, if mama, beyond just their marriage, the hood table, you do what you want to do in your marriage. If you want to stay with him and his drinking and all that, but at the point when I told you he attempted to violate me and it wasn't just his drinking, he's done this several times. To me as a mama, baby, you tuck tail and you run. You don't go back to him ever. I don't care if I am an adult. No. So I have no respect for her mother.
I absolutely don't either. And just like Miss Juicy said, there are parents, there are a
There are
lot of
parents
parents
like
like
that.
that.
Yes.
And most of
Yes.
them don't even break up. They like,
Don't.
well, I ain't gonna say most of them, but a lot of them don't break up because a lot of times they take the man's word over the child's
Yeah,
word,
with their
or they're one
daughter.
of those women who just can't be without her man,
Yep.
and he's way more important than what he might be doing to their child, and they
Mm-hmm.
might even believe it and know
Yeah.
what's going on, but they still don't want to let go of that man.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think the situation was. She just did not want to let go of that man. And I just know for me, I would never want to be around my mother ever again. I could never, ever. Still right now to this day, and I'm approaching 50, baby, my mama would take a life about her children.
And my mother's up in heaven right now. But let me tell you, I was at a what was it? I don't want to say event, but like a gathering, like a family gathering, some weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of my cousins was like, their little girl wanted to go over, no, their little boy wanted to go over somebody else's house in the fam. And I was like,
Y'all let that happen?
you sure about that? And she looked at me. She said, well, he been over there before and wasn't no problem. I said, girl,
Mm-mm,
please.
mm-mm,
There are certain
mm-mm.
people I don't give a damn. When my kids was growing up, it was a lot of times when family was like, where's your kids? Where they at? Why they ain't never around? We ain't even gonna go all to. I just be like, they busy.
You
They
know
got
what? I
football or
was
they got whatever.
I
Mm-mm.
just had this conversation with one of my friends this morning because I'm an only girl and I have 5 brothers. So my father was very, very strict. So I used to be like, oh my God, daddy, I can't do nothing. I can't go nowhere. I just felt like he was so strict. But now that I'm looking at it through adult eyes and I have children of my own, I completely understand. And
Girl, it's
then
some
those
crazy
same people
people.
that I grew up with that were able to do everything, and I see them, happen to run into them now, I'll be like, ugh,
Girl, I'm telling
ugh.
you, it's through family, friends, associates, co-workers. I have ran across so many people that have had something done to them by a family
Mm-hmm.
member. So
Yep.
with my boys, it was like almost less than a handful of where they could stay. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Me too.
But it's
Me
still
too.
that I'm like, if anybody ever, you better tell me, let me know, because we going ham.
And
Okay.
see, I wasn't that I could have as many slumber parties as I wanted at my house, but I couldn't go spend the night at other people's houses.
Same here. Yep. We could
Because
have
my
my kids
father
would have stuff
always
too at the
said
house.
I can control what happened here. Because even when like my friends would come spend the night or whatever, my brothers weren't even allowed upstairs.
Yep. And even times when I had like my little cousins, well, not my, well, they are my little cousins, like my son's cousins who were my little cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was times back in the day, younger, when some of them would spend a night, and it would be girls and boys. And you know where the girls slept?
Mm-hmm.
In my room.
See,
The boys go to the basement.
that's how
Go to
they
the
had to go to the
basement.
basement. They were not
And the girls
allowed
was in my
upstairs.
room because even though we child, anyway, but
So
the shit that
yeah,
happened
that's
with
how I
Jackson's,
feel about her mama. That I don't
yeah.
have any respect for her mother.
Hmm.
And okay, so who's next? I just have to throw
Okay,
that in there.
next. Okay, let's talk about. I want to talk about her friend first
Which
before we
one?
talk about the lover boy,
The friend that just the incident just happened
the
to?
one that's in jail, Chanel.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so let's talk about her relationship with her husband because when they first met, and this happens a lot too. We were talking about this shit that happens in families, but this happens a lot too, where a guy who's making a whole bunch of money will find a woman that he really wants to be with, someone that he thinks might make a good wife, a good parent, a good trophy wife. You know what I'm saying? And they will woo them and shower them and love on them, have them moving across the world, quitting their job, leaving their family, only to turn out to be a
A
motherfucking monster.
nightmare. To be a
Girl.
nightmare. Yes, absolutely.
So, what do you think about that whole storyline now that we are getting flashbacks of how they met and what he did to her?
Again, this is another situation where also those I'm trying to put this as gentle as possible. When you have those women who purposely date athletes or whatever who have a lot of money and find out he's a monster, and then because let's keep it real, she was willing to sell her soul for the devil to the devil because she
Mm-hmm.
wanted that lifestyle. And
Mm-hmm.
even after he started to be mean to her, she still stayed because she liked the life. And then she started to have children. She didn't want her children's life to change. And that's that guilt thing, like, okay, well, I'm gonna continue to take in how awful he is just to stay here. And then now look where she is.
Mm-hmm. And I hate how when they were dating, and at first she didn't even want to talk to him. She was like, "Oh, I don't want to miss work with pleasure,"
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. And
Right.
then he was like getting upset. It was like these little things that she was missing that,
There's always red
in
flags though.
hindsight, yeah, because like remember when they were on the bench and he was telling her, "I just want to be like the other guys, the other ballers who got
Yep.
these women." What he might as well say was at home with the kids, cooking while I'm
And
on the
I'm doing
road
what I
and doing
want
what
to
the
do.
fuck I want to do.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's
Yep.
exactly what he might as well have said. And so he kind of put her job down. He was like, "But does your job make as much money as I do?"
But see, that's how they get them because,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you got access to all of this, not your little bit of money. And then she, unfortunately, and as a lot of women do, she fell for it. Like, okay, I can stay home with the kids. I have money at my disposal. I can have all the designer in the mansion, but at what cost?
Exactly. And I wish she would have right then when he told her that. She was dead set. I'm not moving. My family here. I love my job and everything. My friends. Soon as he got down on his knees with that ring, she was
Baby.
like,
But
yes.
just think about it in your own life. We've all been there. The red flags that are obvious to us at the end, they aren't at the beginning. Or we
Mm-hmm.
recognize that something is wrong, but we want to overlook because we're in love, or we want to keep our family together, or we don't want the relationship to end. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
where she got to. Now, see, for
Yep.
me, I guess to an extent, I'm willing to go through a little something with you, but hitting me, we not doing that.
Hell no, I'm willing to go through because when I say, most people who know, especially people real close to me, they know how I grew up and we went without a lot. And it was
Mm-hmm.
like on the regular. Sometimes no phone, sometimes no cable, sometimes no heat, sometimes no, you know what I'm saying? We grew
Right.
up like that in the hood. And so there are things that I can deal with a man, like maybe the struggling. Maybe you might got a fire.
Right. I can help you out a little bit.
Things like that. Little arguments, over bills or kids or something like that. But absolute no hitting.
No, we not hitting. We not hitting. We not hitting.
And remember during the interview when the interviewer, the reporter was asking her, let's talk about the abuse. She said, which one? The emotional or the physical? Which one you want to start with first?
And that was her clue, baby. That it.
But what do you think about the reporter?
What
was her name? I think her name was the same as mine, Tanya.
Tanya. That is her name. I think she was doing her job. That's just what the press does. So I don't really hold a lot against her because she was doing her job. And if we're honest, when it comes to celebrities, we want to know, right? So I don't.
Hey, look at us in the B sector. We nosy.
Right, exactly. We just nosy. So I don't hold it against her. She was just doing her job. Now, I was with Jax on even granting the whole interview situation.
Yeah.
Like, don't put
bad idea.
Bad idea, right? And I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to Jax in this case because it's like either you gonna take the case or you not gonna take the case. You don't get to not take the case and feel like you can tell him what to do because you called him in. So I don't like that. I don't like how she's handling Morris. What's his? I can't remember his character's name.
His character name is oh crap. I keep calling him Morris.
Yeah, me too.
What is it? Shit. I can't remember.
We're just
hold on.
I can't remember his name.
That's sad that neither one of us can remember.
Because he just Morris to me every time I see him.
Corey.
Okay.
Corey. And he don't even look like a Corey. That's why I can't remember because he don't look like a Corey to me.
At all.
But that's his name, Corey Cash. That's his name.
Yeah, that's it. So I don't like that. I don't like that she said she wasn't gonna take the case and call him in because he's the best at it. But yet you wanna put the kibosh on everything that he does. I find that to be disrespectful.
I think so too. I think that, she picked him for a reason because he's really good at what he does. But sometimes I question his moralities because let me just say, first the interviewer, and trust me, I was with Jax. Like, I don't think she should be interviewed. This case is so high profile and sensitive. You don't want to get her on an interview and mess up her whole case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like how we do sometimes here with people who going through cases in the B sector. You don't want to say too much in the B sector because it could affect your case. But even in real life, but the fact that you know how it goes. The reporter is told ahead of time, even if it's Oprah or anybody. I don't want to discuss this. We can discuss that, but that's off the table. Things like that. So the reporter, she was a little slick there, but like you said, that was a reporter's job. They push and push to see how far they can go, even if you tell them don't even open that door. So I don't blame her or fault her for that. But with Morris or Corey, it's something behind that because remember he was telling the other lady in jail, I can help your case by winning this case. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he's doing some underhanded slick shit to the current case to help out the other chick's case. What that is, I don't know. As far as the other girl that's in prison or in jail.
Yeah, right. I think that he's probably going to try to use one case. What is the word? I can't think of it. Where he's using one case to kind of help with the other, to like prove a point. Like it's a pattern of behavior.
Oh, I know what you mean. Because like sometimes when they have cases, they'll go all the way back to some case that was 20 years old and try to present it to the judge. This ruling was on that back in 1995.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly it. But come on, his morale. Remember the introduction to him on the show. He put that girl out when Jax called, and remember how he told her you got to leave. So let's not act like he's just a good lawyer, but his moral high ground is lacking.
You know who he remind me of?
Who?
Maybe not as dirty yet, because we really don't know what all he is about, right? But he remind me of Power Ghost 2, the attorney McLean.
Oh, Method
How he
Man.
be messing with all them females, and then he always got his hand in something on the side.
Yes.
You know
But
what
you
I'm
know
talking
what?
about.
Oh, I can't wait to see what he got. I think he got something waiting for Nola, but that's another show. We'll talk about that another
Girl, I
time.
can't wait till the next episode come on that. Ooh, but yes, I can't wait to review that. But as far as this case right here now, we know for sure, because I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning I thought she was making all that shit up. I ain't even gonna hold you. I thought she was making all that shit up, like all
Into the
techniques and stuff like
flashbacks.
that.
Into the
Until the
flashbacks, I did
flashback.
too. And then based on her messing with his friend, because I was kind of
Yep.
going against her, because I was just like, you a whore.
That's exactly what I was thinking. And that she was just doing it to get money or
Yeah,
insurance or just to leave him. You know how they be killing their partners
yeah,
just to
yeah,
be free. That's what
yeah.
I thought. But then once we start seeing the flashbacks, I was like, oh, he was fucking her ass up.
Yes,
And she
yes, he
was saying
was.
it.
But then I still just wanted her to leave and not be messing with his friend. Oh, it's so complicated. It's so complicated.
Very complicated. And now she's sitting behind bars. And also, one thing that I had to mention about the reporter was, well, I think she was. Why do you think she seemed to be more? You saw how Chanel started explaining herself in the end. Why do I have to make up excuses? Why do I gotta tell you why he did this and why he did that and why he was a bad person? Ain't nobody really concerned about that. That's no longer my problem because he ain't here no more, and it was my life or his. You know what I'm saying? But it
Right.
seemed like she was kind of taking up for him during the whole interview. Did you get that, or did you feel that, or? Like she was asking, well, you stayed. Why didn't you leave? You stayed. So why did you kill him this time? Why did you do him the last time? Why? I mean, it was like so insensitive to
Here's
me.
a theory. The reporter messing around with Corey, right?
Right. Well,
I
no
think
longer. I
no
think, but yeah.
longer. I think what it is in her mind, because she knows the kind of man that Corey is, she perhaps think that Corey done hit her. But when I say hit her, you know what I mean, or something like that. So there's a little, woman's
Oh, okay.
thing there. So that's why she's being so rough on her, because of the Corey situation. So it's like, I'm gonna do this interview and I'm gonna be rough on her because she with this man that I've been with, or she's been with this man that I've been with.
Right. Okay,
That's
I
my
got you.
theory.
Yeah, I see where you're going, because for one, Corey is a man whore.
Right.
That's what I think he really is, just like McLean. And some women, when they know they fucking around with a man whore, they think that every pretty woman around them, there's
He
like a
messing with
motive.
him too.
Exactly. And what up, Happy Life? How you doing? But yeah, I think that too. And shout out to you, Happy Life. Thank you so much for being a member. Shout out to the members, Choreo Lover as well, my beautiful moderator, and
Where
Tay Bay.
Corey go? She not.
I don't
Corey
know.
done dropped
I don't
down.
know. But Tay Bay as well. I want to shout out all the members that are in the chat. I thank you guys so much for being members. Now, let me see. What was I gonna say next?
Who's
Oh,
next?
okay. So as far as we getting all the flashbacks, right? And now we also saw what happened in the very end. Like, you know how it opened up. Remember at the end of the episode before this one, like the very first season. Well, let's go back. At the end of last season, remember that final episode? She got a call from her friend saying she, was in jail, right? So when it opened up, all we saw was her just bashing and bashing.
Right.
There was blood everywhere. But then when we seen the flashback, she was on the ground.
I think there's going to be more flashbacks that'll explain more.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think it's something. It's a puzzle missing. Let me throw this in here. I want to ask you about this. The friend,
Okay.
and I don't know any of their names, but the friend who put her house up for her friend's bail. How do you feel like that dynamic went with
Oh my
regards to her and
God.
her husband?
If I was her man, I ain't gonna lie. If my husband had done some shit like that for his homeboy, I would be just as pissed. Like
Okay,
from the very beginning, there's certain things that we do for our friends.
that,
I
that
didn't gave my last. I didn't watch kids. I didn't let people live with me. I didn't, it's all kind of things that
but
I've done for my
especially
friends.
after my husband made it absolutely clear that that's a
Right.
no.
But to get another mortgage, or not get another mortgage, but use your home as collateral for bail
Mm-mm.
and things like that.
Yep.
Oh hell no! I don't care how much money we got. If
I
I
don't care
can't
how
help
much
you in
money.
money, then
I'm not putting my house up for nothing. And then I'm not going. But see, to me, and this is just me, that speaks to the respect that she has for her husband and her marriage, in my opinion. Because you had already talked to him about it. He made it perfectly clear to you how he felt about it. And he wasn't saying don't help her at all, but not our house. So to me, I found it to even be just very disrespectful that she would go. I mean, we all go behind our back. Look, I'm gonna buy this bag. My husband not necessarily know that I bought and I paid a lot of money for it or a pair of shoes, but my house, to me, that's crossing a line that's beyond.
and I couldn't remember. But so did she go behind him, or did he say just fuck it, like do whatever you want?
No,
I
he
can't
said he
remember.
was adamant. No, he
Okay, okay,
said
okay,
no.
okay, okay.
He told
That makes a
her,
big
does
difference.
she
Yep.
need some, it something, and don't quote me verbatim, something to the effect like if she just needs some help and we can help give her some money or something
That's what
like
I'm
that.
saying. Like,
Yes,
oh, now all of a
but
sudden your house is in jeopardy. Now all of a
right,
sudden, oh, honey, you'll be okay. I can go into my retirement. I can ask my
right,
mother for money. I can do this. You couldn't do none of that shit before.
right. So no, and she went behind his back and did, but I'm trying to figure out with the paperwork and he's part owner or on the mortgage of the house, how did you do it without him?
That part I'm not sure.
But I mean,
I'm
maybe
not
it's
sure.
like TV don't get technical because we know the laws and what it requires. But mm,
I'm really not sure because I would hate to say she forced it. I mean, are there certain
possible
situations where you can sign for your spouse? I mean, I don't
if
even
they're
know.
sick, it has to be sick or a power of attorney situation. You just can't
Oh,
go sign for it.
hmm.
I
Yeah,
could
they didn't
not
get into
go
none
get
of
a
that, huh?
second mortgage. I could not go get a second mortgage on this house without my husband. I could not.
Well, when it comes to bail, though, I wonder, do every person on the
You
deed
still
have?
everybody on the
Okay,
deed
okay,
still has to because it's still his property too. Well, at
that's
least in
true.
this state. Now, I don't know how state laws or whatever work. I can't do nothing with this house without him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would hate for my husband to go behind my back to do something like that. Because in this situation, like he said, oh, now it's a we. But before it was I, and
Mm-hmm.
now we need to find a way to fix this. So yeah, I hope this don't end their relationship, but um, it's
I
gonna
can't
be a
say if
while
my
before
husband
he's
did that,
gonna
baby,
trust her again. Yeah.
that would end my relationship because it's like you really did something this serious. It's not like you went behind my back and loaned your boy $50 after we discussed it and you still went and did it. Our whole home. And the reason I know this, when my grandfather passed away, he left his property to me and all of my siblings. Me and my husband were the only one taking care of the property, like going to clean up, making sure the tenants were doing what they were doing or whatever. And we were like, look, we want out of it. Well, I said, I want out of it because I'm tired of being the only one to go over there and make sure the grass is cut and the halls are clean and all that kind of stuff. And my husband said, ask them, do can we buy them out? And then that way, even if we're the ones just taking care of it, we're also the ones who own it. Because we can't own it and be the only ones taking care of it, but they still getting, because old school, it was paid for. All we had to do was pay the taxes. Now, why my brothers wouldn't take full part in it, and that's what we did. We just bought them out.
I'm sorry. That person who I had choreo
They came
blocked.
back.
No, they actually hit me up on Facebook on my The Hood Table page.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and they're trying to say that they're not a real troll, and then they gave me a YouTube link to go to.
Don't click that.
Child, I'm like,
Is it
I ain't
really that
never had
serious
nobody
though?
who I thought was a troll hit me up on Facebook.
Bless that poor little heart.
That is crazy. Okay. Anywho, I'm gonna just leave that alone right there. Obviously, they might still be watching, but I'm not clicking on that link. I
You
don't
don't
know
know
you
what
like
that
that. I'm
is.
not. Nope. Nope. So okay, so now, okay, so back to that last moment where he passed away. What are your thoughts on that? Because when she was laying there on the ground, I literally thought she really did it. And I think she may have still partook in it, but she was laying on the ground, and when she looked up, he had got hit over the head, obviously, by something. And when she looked up, it was a figure or somebody standing there. Now I know some people are probably thinking it's her boo thing, and some people think it might be one of her children. There's a lot. I saw a lot
I
of,
thought that too. I
mhm,
thought now the children thing did cross my mind
mhm.
because do I think she took part in it? Yes, I agree with you there. But there's something else nefarious or someone else nefarious happened. I don't think it's the friend. I believe that the children, of course, who have been witnessing the abuse that's been happening in the house, and all signs point. You ever seen what's the movie with Idris Elba, Michael Ealy, Chris Brown when they was robbing the banks?
Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Takers.
Oh,
And
Takers. Oh, I love that movie. Yep.
remember they would always say all signs point to it.
Mhm.
That's what I'm thinking. It's the kid.
Mhm.
And the
Mhm.
reason why she's so willing to go ahead and take the fall for it is because she's a mother and she's taking the fall for her kid. That's what I believe.
Yep, because if I was in that situation, I know for sure I would. I definitely
Absolutely.
would because I would feel like, for one, you put your children when
Accepted the
I was just
abuse.
talking to my oldest son the other day, and he's a great father. First time around, 3-year-old, my grandbaby, first time around. And, he's still with the mother and all that. But sometimes I have to talk to them and let them know when they have disagreements.
Not in
I
front of
always
the baby.
remind them, make sure if y'all need some time, bring me my baby or take him to his other grandma. If y'all need some time to sit and chat and, if things are getting heated, please don't do that in front of children because my oldest son knows that the reason why I ended up single was because we was always arguing about something. And I
Mm-hmm.
noticed the effect it was taking on my boys, and
Yep.
I didn't like it. So I feel like this: when you put your children through years and years of you being abused, 9 times out of 10, you're not just being abused. It's usually trickling down. Maybe not hitting the
Yep.
kids, but maybe the way they talk to the kids, or just to see their mama kicked and stomped and smashed in the head with
That's
glass.
abuse in
That's
itself.
abuse too. Emotional abuse.
And especially with, in my opinion, and I may be very primitive in my thought, very old fashioned, especially with a boy seeing that done to their mother, they automatically want to go to protection mode. So that's something I would never want my son to see because he's
Never.
immediately going to go to protecting their mother. And I think that's just what happened.
Either that or they end up being just like their father.
That too. That
And
too.
that
Or
that that's even worse.
and then with a daughter, with her thinking, well, my mom, I grew up with my mom being treated like this. This is okay.
Yep, and that's why they always pick the wrong man every single
Yep.
time. They always picking their daddy, that
Yep.
daddy figure. They're always
Yep.
picking, or they always looking for a daddy figure because
Yep.
they didn't get it at home. But yeah, you absolutely right. So I don't know. I mean, at first I was thinking it could possibly be her guy because
I don't
obviously
think
he's
it's
up to
him
some slick shit, and he obviously hit on her for the purpose of
getting that
stealing
money.
money from his friend.
Yep. I don't. I think it's one of the kids. I
Mm-hmm.
honestly think it's one of the kids.
Yeah, I think so that she's covering speed. And Jack, she figured it out. She literally figured it out at like towards the end of the show. She's like, what if she's covering for someone?
Somebody else. It's one of those kids because I don't. Other than my children, I don't see anybody else I would take that hit for. Nobody
I don't know.
else.
Do you think she's really in love with that guy? I know he ain't in love with her. I don't believe Adrian in love with her at all.
Okay, in the true sense of the word love, no. In that he was a refuge from what she had going on at home, yes. Does that make any sense?
Absolutely. I remember that night when she was crying. Remember, she had went to event with him where he was being received an award, and his friend even, announced it.
Right.
And then later, they was in the bathroom doing whatever. Then later that night, she was crying next to her husband, who was in serious pain from,
and he even abused her then because he was
yes.
like, fix my pain, and then wanted to rub on her. That's got to be torture. You need me, but you still treating me like crap.
And that's what she told the reporter. Imagine somebody beating on you within inches of your life, and they want you to soothe their pain.
Yep.
Girl, that is a narc if you ain't never met one before.
That's what further makes me think it's one of the kids. Because it's like, look, I've subjected my kids to all of this, and this is what my child had to do in trying to protect me. I'm not going to let my child suffer anymore. If you send me a message, like when the next episode drops, I think Thursday, if you send me a message on IG, then I'll make myself available.
Bet. That's what's up. So we got about 15 minutes left. If you can't last the whole time, I understand.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
As
I try to keep my reviews to about 15. About an hour.
I'm going to, dinner and all that is all cooked. My friend, as a matter of fact, just since I've been talking to you, she texted me so she want to go to a happy hour. So
that's what's up. I ain't been to a happy hour in in some weeks. The friend I normally go with, she had went to Africa with this organization and to help like build homes and things like that. And that's what I usually go with. Because we kind of based on the same schedule as far as all of our friends. And I have to hit her up because you just reminded me we ain't been out in a minute.
And see, here I live in Chicago, so this is the time of year where our weather is like super unpredictable. For the last 3 or 4 days, it's been super chilly. Now we're about to be hot, so now I'm about to take advantage of all these rooftop brunches and happy hours. Because it's about to get real cold here soon. Well, you live in the Midwest like me. It's about to get cold soon, so I'm taking advantage of all of it.
Girl, I know. I don't know if you've seen some of my videos, but I did a short last night. Child,
I saw you out there with your flame. Yes,
I love it. That's my thing because we in a cold state too in Nebraska. So around this time, that's when it starts getting cool.
Yep.
And I'll be having my fire pit going darn near almost to the snow. Me and my kids and my friends, we be out there roasting marshmallows and watching we be taking we got a big screen TV that we do not put on the wall purposely because we take it outside. Sometimes
one of my friends does that when it's a boxing or UFC. She sets it up like that in her backyard. I've been thinking about that because I mentioned that to my husband.
Yep, because I did a video last week and it was my son out there. He was playing his video game while I was watching YouTube. And, we just be out there doing our own thing. But yeah, or when a game come on, I'll have people back there because I got a big patio. But I don't show the whole thing. But,
No, don't show everything on
I got a big patio, but it's about 15 by 13. So it's a nice size. And it's like covered with a net, and they got the fake little carpet on the bottom, the fake little green grass carpet. But yeah, it's pretty nice. But yeah, we be out there when it starts getting cold, like now, and I'll be ordering my little logs from Amazon or Walmart for the little fire pit.
Do you guys have Home Depot there?
Yes, we do.
The logs are much cheaper at Home Depot to me.
And see, I'll have to check because I ordered some. Actually, I ordered some from all three of them places over the span of, some years. But sometimes it depends on when I can get it.
Okay.
And so, if I have to wait a whole week for it to be shipped, I might go to Amazon or I might go to. But them are the big threes that I go through: Amazon, Home Depot, and Walmart for all my home needs. But if one don't got it, I'll go to the other. But yeah, I do try to price around and shop around sometimes too. But then I'm also the kind of person I want my shit now. Who can give it to me now? Sometimes.
Right. That makes sense. And my husband, baby, he retires February 1st. When I tell you I'm about to relinquish a whole bunch of duties in his retirement. It's a whole bunch of stuff I'm about to not do anymore because he gonna be, although
that's right.
he because he won't be 67, so he literally missed the retirement 65 by 4 days. Hood table, 4 days. He would get full if he had been born 4 days earlier. He could get the full benefit at 65. So when he retires, he is going to have to work just 2 more years for more points for the full benefit at 67. But he can't make no more than $20,000 a year. So it'll be a little kick around job that won't be nothing. Because I mean, come on, 20 grand, y'all could. That's nothing.
That is absolutely nothing. I know back in the day that was like, oh shoot, I'm making 12 G's a year, 13 G's, like long time ago. But the economy, it ain't the same.
But you know what? It was so funny. My daughter, she's 14, and she works at her old middle school, like the concessions when they have games in the ticket booth or whatever. And she makes $15 an hour. So when, she first started and I was telling my husband about it, he said $15 an hour. He said, I was grown before I made $15 an hour. He said, what?
And that's how it was. That's literally how it was. And I thought I was balling.
Yep. And that's how she is too. She is balling because to her, that's a lot. At 14 years old, making $15 an hour, to her, that's a lot of money. And she has expensive tastes, but she don't want to spend her own money. So she saves her little money. And we got our hair done a couple weeks ago. The last time we got it done Saturday. So 2 weeks before that. And of course, her account is in my app. I have access to it. And I had accidentally paid our stylist from her account and didn't realize it. Baby, she came up these stairs. I'm like, why is she running up the stairs? Hood table. She said, Mommy, you paid Miss Nadia from my account. I was like, oh girl, I'm sorry. Let me put your little money back.
Oh, you know what? I've done that before. Honest to God, because my son, the oldest one, the youngest one stayed home for college, but the other one, he was out of town for college. So what I did before they left, I set up all three. Well, I already had an account, but I set up an account for the out of school one and the one that was here. And basically, whenever he needed money, I would transfer money from my account to his, because it was so much simpler doing it that way instead of doing all the cash apps and all that kind of stuff, right? And with my youngest son, it was the same way. And then I also had a habit, which I had to break. Once they turned like 19, or was it 21? I think once they turned 21, I said, I'm taking myself off your accounts. Because there would be times where they would not be minding their account and it'll be overdrawn. Then they'd be like, Mom, my account's overdrawn. I'm trying to do this. I'm at the gas station.
And that's when you tell them, boy, no, because that's when you have to learn how to manage. Because that's what I do to her now. I'd be like, you manage your account. Yes, this is what you get paid out of every paycheck. $50 needs to go into your savings.
Yep.
And then I don't want to tell too much, but I work in the financial industry. So when it was time to do her taxes, I went to one of my partners because I didn't know how to handle dealing with her taxes. And then she was like, you open her a Roth IRA. And that's what I did. And so she was like, once she gets old enough, she wants to buy a car, she can use it for the car. Or if she wants to wait, she can use it to buy herself a house. And that's what we did.
So instead of spending it, or because depending on, like my kids, I had, girl, again, not to reveal too much, but my sons, it got to a point where they might as well file their own taxes. Because if I add them in mine, I'm not getting nothing. They not getting nothing because of how much money I make, right?
Yeah.
So I would tell them every year, and they would get their little money, honey. It'd be like a couple $1,000. Mama, you want some money? Do you want me to pay anything? How much money? Oh, really? Okay, yeah, sure. Pay this and pay that. Or they were just like, here, Mom, here's some spending money.
Right.
Come out of their taxes. And they took that. I want to say that's good home training, because when I was raising them, I would pay the bills, then I would give them money, then we would go shopping, and we would put money in the bank or for our vacation and stuff. But I always made sure that I gave them theirs off top. Why? Because you're the sole reason why I'm getting this money. Even though I work, but I wouldn't be getting all this 5, 6, 7, 8,000 every year
if you
if I
weren't
didn't have
independent.
children to claim.
Yep. I agree
So
with that.
yeah, I made sure they had everything new, whole new wardrobes, help to pay for all their sports fees, all all that kind of stuff. Then we would make sure we focus on the house and the bills and buy whatever we wanted new around the house. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, they learn from that. So once they start filing their own taxes and had money left over, they would just, here, mom, they would just send me some money through Cash App or what. I'll be like, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so what do you think gonna happen in the next episode? What are your predictions?
So that's what I was gonna say. We can end on this last little note here, because I want your opinion too. Okay, so Jax, she had mentioned, is she covering somebody? Her friend Chanel, and I think that Jax really thinks that she's covering for Adrian, the guy that she's messing around with, because of the fact that she found out, her guy, what's his name? The one that was following him around with the camera. What's his name? Spencer? No, that's her son. That's her son.
Spencer is
Daniel.
her son.
Daniel.
Naomi is the daughter, right?
Yeah, Daniel is her investigator. So he's been following him
the
around.
Asian guy. The
Asian guy. His real name is Tim Joe. But the Asian guy, Daniel, he's been following around Adrian and getting him on camera and stuff. And they found out he had deposited $10 million into Evan's account. Evan is the white guy who had the gun on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because the plan was for him and Evan to rob Tucker.
Right.
Which was Chanel's husband. So right now, do you think that next episode they are probably going to bring that to the attention of the police, or what?
I don't think they're going to go to the police just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to continue to do their own little investigation because there's something missing, Hood Table. It's something missing. And that's not going to come that fast. Because remember, we still got like 5 more episodes left. So they're not going to give it to us all at one time. So I think it's going to be at least 2 or 3 more episodes before we even find out who she's covering for.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But it's something in those flashbacks. I just have a feeling that it's a part in those flashbacks that they just haven't shown yet.
Yeah, I think it's some parts in the flashback. I'm on a fence, and then I guess T Red said, did we talk about the baby? So I guess we can talk about the baby for a few minutes too after this. But somehow I'm kind of on the fence with the it's T. Red. I think that's how to say their name, T Red. But I'm kind of on the fence about if she was really, really more involved. Like if this was a plan of hers. I'm on the fence right now because sometimes these victims can put it on really thick. Now I'm not saying that she wasn't beaten. I'm not saying that. But the plan, the money, and all that kind of stuff, because she knows all, she got money.
I believe she definitely a part of. She definitely a part of what her little boo got going on. I do believe that because when they caught them in that parking lot, you already knew that she was involved,
right?
So yeah, absolutely, I believe that. I believe all of the facts are living in the same space. She was abused. She wasn't treated right. And her answer was to mess with his friend, get the money, and run. Now, I was a little mad at her because it's just something about me, just as a mother. When you become a mother, so you was willing to run away from your kids with this nigga?
Yep.
So that made me lose a little respect for her in that vein. Like, you about to leave your kids? Because even in jail, they can come see you at jail. You about to go to Mexico? Following behind this nigga?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
I think she's involved. She's definitely got something nefarious going on with him. I believe that. But I don't, like you mentioned earlier, he don't love her like she loves him.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was an opportunity to get to the friend's money for him.
Yep. And see, that's why I said I can't really tell right now. I think we're gonna see a few more.
Girl, James Earl Jones done died. Oh my God.
No way.
93 years. Well, he lived a long life, so.
Hold on, James Earl
Jones dies at age 93. I'm sorry to interrupt. I didn't mean to do that.
No, that's okay. New York Times. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It just flashed across my TV.
What an icon.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that. 93 years, he lived a long
Darth
life.
Vader.
Yeah. Oh, that voice.
Oh,
That voice.
Mufasa.
My husband has a voice like that, baby. That's what got me.
Girl.
That voice. God bless him.
Oh, God bless him and his family and all his family, children. I know that is, that's
93 is a long time to live, especially for people who look like us.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So our condolences from the hood table, our condolences to the family. James
Absolutely.
Earl Jones.
Absolutely.
Yes. And then lastly, so about this baby. They asked, have we already talked about the baby?
We have not yet. What you think?
Yeah. So I know when the reporter had mentioned something about a baby and that her husband had paid for abortion. Is that the baby that they're talking about?
I think the husband may have paid for an abortion, but the sequence of events leads me to believe that perhaps the person didn't actually have the abortion. You know, that whole take the money but still have the baby situation.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm thinking that the storyline is going to be with regard to the baby situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then they're talking about Lewis. Is he going to tell Jax about his one night stand with Holly? Because we have to pray that it's not his baby. Because remember, he had a one night stand with Holly.
Yes, I remember that.
And Holly had an abortion, or it was paid for.
I think
So
it was paid for, but I don't think she had it.
right. So that's the big thing now. That's the mystery now. Did she have that baby? And if so, was it really Lewis's? Or was it really Chanel's husband, Tucker?
Right. Yeah. And that's
Hmm.
another one. I think we're not gonna find that out soon because they got to stretch out the episodes.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That's gonna be a really good storyline there because
Yes.
imagine it being Lewis's and they trying to get back in a good place. They finally
And
like
then
in a
here
good
come a
place.
baby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
And thank you,
Ooh.
T Red, because I meant to talk about that, but totally forgot. So thank you because that's a mystery right now. So it's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to next episode. And you said it comes on what day?
I think they
Thursday.
well, for me here, like it'll say Thursday, but it'll be like midnight. Cause like even with the Power series,
Right. Mm-hmm.
I can, cause I have a Fire Stick. I told you I got a cousin that's an IT, so I got all the apps.
Okay.
So it'll at midnight the new episodes of everything loads for me, and I can watch it the night earlier. But like I said, I'll review it for you because this was fun. I really enjoyed
This is
myself
what
at
I love
talking
doing
here.
TV show reviews, girl. I mean, I started on my other channel, my main first channel. Well, of course, this is my main channel now, but my first channel, that's all I did was TV show reviews. I would do like every TV show imaginable. I was doing like 10 to 15 shows a week. That's how many
Well, if
TV
you
shows
find you
that I
some
was
good
doing.
ones, now that you know my IG, if you have some new ones, then go ahead and send it to me. I at least go in there once. I have my notifications off, but I do check it like once or twice a day.
Or maybe I can we can talk behind IG and maybe
we can do that
and see what shows we watch.
Yeah,
because I watch a lot of shows. So
we
9
can,
times out of 10, you probably watch almost everything I watched.
Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that. Absolutely. I don't have no problem. You got my IG, like I said, because when I was searching for you, I was like, I gotta send her this. I got, what I sent you. And I was like, I gotta send her this just in case she even want to review this or just see it.
Oh, I definitely am. And like I said, I know a lot of people in the B sector is going to be tuned in to Leo tonight. And again,
I'm gonna have to watch her on
Leo
the replay
as well because she's going through chemo and everything right now.
Go
so our
Leo.
prayers are with Leo.
Yes. Strawberry.
She is a very, very strong woman, and I know that she will get through this and come out better on the opposite side.
But like I said, the next time when you get ready to do it again, if you want to, and then we'll talk behind the scenes on IG, and then what other shows you want to do, just send me a message, and I'll make it happen.
And we can coordinate with time and all that kind of stuff. Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. And then we're on the same time zone anyway, so that works perfectly. Yep. Okay, this was fun. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Have fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
No worries. Have a good one.
All right, babe.
Bye-bye.
And thank you, T-Red. T-Red said, great review, ladies. Thank you so much. Again, this is the first time I did a review on Reasonable Doubt. People who've been following me for years know that that's like my thing to do TV show reviews. I love talking about TV shows with my supporters and with family and friends, you know what I'm saying? But mainly with my supporters because, family and friends, sometimes they ain't got enough time to discuss it ain't like back in the day when you was younger and you can hit up your home girl, did you see what was on, girl? People be lifing, okay? So thank God for social media because we can come on here at any given time and just be like, hey, let's review a TV show. But yeah, everybody who joined us today, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and share the video on your way out. If you didn't do it on your way in, please and thank you very much. Let me see if I can find Leo the Lioness link because that's where we are going to be later. Let's see, do she got it set up? Let's see. I don't see the video. Do she got a backup channel? No, I think this is the channel. Maybe she'll post the link later because I don't see the link to the interview for Ness and Lolo. I don't. Oh, hold up. Lolo sister. Ness. Okay, it says tomorrow. Okay, it says today at 8 p.m. Eastern. She just didn't post the link yet. So right now it's 6:13 Eastern. So yeah, we got about 2 hours to go. So 7 something p.m. my time, Central Time. That's when Leo will be live. But if you guys are interested in that whole storyline with Lolo and Ness and Vegas 2.0, as some call it, then you might want to check that out. You might want to check that out if y'all been following the storyline. Some people right now is trying to see if the actual sponsor is actually blessed from Club Chat as well. And somebody just sent me something. Somebody just sent me something talking about, somebody thinks that Reed is really being trolled. I don't know, y'all. I don't want to add all that commentary on this show because a lot of people who might watch Reasonable Doubt have no idea what the beef sector is. So, but I'm going to tell y'all for the ones who do, it is a lot of conspiracy theories going around, and I am not one for the conspiracy theories, and that just doesn't have something to do with just this situation. But I am not a big conspiracy theorist. I like facts, I like evidence, I like receipts. And that's why I said, okay, this Bless might be the sponsor. She might be. And then I know Reed was kind of like feeling some type of way when people were saying, well, why would she reach out to Reed? I said that too. But like I said in somebody's chat earlier, I didn't say it to shade Reed. The reason why I said it, and that was Cruz's chat. The reason why I said it was because of what a lot of people are saying. Like, why Reed? Why this person? Why that? Why anybody? But the two people who you sponsored the trip for. Or why not get on your own panel? Because they've been talking all around this damn sponsor and people guessing who it is. And the sponsor now upset and the sponsor hate being called messy and a liar and all this. It's about time that you might as well get on your own panel if you have a channel or start using your channel and just come out here and say it with your chest. Are you the sponsor? If so, why did you? People got a lot of questions for the sponsor. So instead of people going around and doing all these conspiracy theories and saying what they think about you, which you probably should have thought that this might happen anyway, because if you are the sponsor and if you are from the B sector, then you know exactly how the B sector does and what the B sector gives. And you should have known already that it was going to be a lot of things said about you and sometimes negative. So that's all I got to say on that. So if that is really the sponsor, I think they should hit a link or they should hit their own link and just, get out here and talk and put it all to rest. Put all the conspiracy theories to rest. That's it. That's all. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Again, Leo's at 9 p.m. Eastern. No, hold up. I'm lying. Leo the Lioness at not at 8 p.m. Matter of fact, she don't have a link for the video set. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the main link to her channel in the chat. That's what I'll do. I'll put her main link. Okay, so this is Leo the Lioness link that I just put in the chat. That is her main link because she didn't create the video for tonight yet. So if you just go to that link and subscribe and hit the notification bell, then you'll be notified whenever she do go live. But yeah, I am looking forward to that sit down chit chat between Ness and Lolo tonight on Leo the Lioness panel. And I hope you guys tune in as well because it might be some good tea. The cup might run us over. We never know. But anyway, you guys, again, if you haven't already liked and shared the video, please like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table. And feel free to join a membership if you want to become a member of the Hood Table. And also, one last thing, if you want to donate to the platform, feel free. Cash App, $ the Hood Table 402. Thank you so very much. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.